Looked like a Jalen Hurts pass there, kind of over my head. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you're all having a great day. You know, hmm, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 weeks. Okay, it's it's going to be crazy to say the least. All I know is Eagle fans are literally butthurt. Any other time, Philly 500 is like, texting me and sending me pictures about all his great players and everything else. What I should start doing is sending him pictures of Jalen Hurts throwing interceptions. That's what I should do to kind of get back. And maybe that'll be a little more fun. What's funny is I just watched Hard Knocks, right? And I'll be real with you, Hard Knocks, it. I tell you what's good about Hard Knocks is the game coverage where they're focused in one on one with the players. When you're seeing CeeDee Lamb and he's out there going crazy, boom, making these catches and they got the close-up on him, that looks incredible. But the storyline seems to be missing. Like they could go into it, and maybe it's they don't want to crush the players or anything like that. But it seems like they could go more into the dynamics of the interaction of the teams. And by that I mean is it's like you're watching four separate stories that have no rhyme or reason with each other. And see, to me, they should be playing more on the Eagles, that were up there and flying high, fly Eagle fly, and now they're crashing. And then you can look at the drama of the Dallas Cowboys that, how they started out the season and how bad it was, focus in, a little bit about Marshawn Nealon and his death, and them trying to come back together and start talking about the fight between the Cowboys and the Eagles. And then you start putting into it the dynamic of where my friend or my enemy becomes my friend in Dan Quinn, that the Cowboys at this point have very little hopes, that their hopes lie into a guy that they cast aside. Then you start getting a dynamic with the story on it. You know what I mean? Because right now it's a little dry. But be that as it may, we did a live stream with it again tonight, and it was great watching with people, except for Momo, who immediately starts hating on it. Not even watching it, but he's telling you how, people are saying it's not that good, that it's run its course and it's over the hill. And I said, you mean kind of like your team? I said, pot me kettle. You see what I did? You saw what I did there. Yeah, your team is a little old and over the hill, so maybe he knows a lot about that. Be that as it may. I went on to Philly 500. His chat was still going while I was there. He had about 500 people in there. Shout out to him. The title of it was Your Eagles Therapy. And I went in and said hello. I said, hello, how are you? And immediately I was told to get out. That this was an Eagles safe space. And I wasn't welcome there. You know what my thought was? You know what my thought was? You sensitive ass little biatches. After you guys have been coming in on my channel, and I'm like, especially with Leo, where I'm kind of like, we're a Cowboys channel, and, we're discussing the game and stuff. And as he put it, he would say, I'm here to be insufferable, okay? I'm here to make you guys miserable. And now I get on Eagles channels? It's our safe space. Get out. You're so mean. Leave us alone. Leave us. Come on, man. You guys have been riding me and riding my cause like crazy. And now that your team is imploding, it's not. What? What? Yeah. The funniest thing that I got in there was, you're just a front runner. You're only there because you won. No, we lost. We lost. I'm always here, bro. I'm always here taking the shit from you guys when you win. You gotta understand. If you're gonna dish it out, you better be prepared to take it. Which brings me to the Dan Saleo show tomorrow. Can't wait. Can't wait for the Dan Saleo show. So, Cowboys got 4 opportunities. Still needing some help from some other teams. Needing the Eagles to continue imploding. They lost 3 in a row. I see 3. Can I get what's behind door number 4, and that's another L? We can hope. We can pray. But we got to take care of our business against Minnesota. We got to get our head out of our ass and focus in on 4 games. Our season, 4 games, and pray for some help. So that's all I got for tonight. But tomorrow, the team gets back out on the field. And hopefully we'll get some more players back. As always, I appreciate you guys. And understand, don't take this stuff too seriously. It's just YouTube. Don't get all bent out of shape and butthurt. It's just YouTube. Yeah, it's just YouTube. And a little trash talking. But remember, there's a lot of people out there that are suffering. I know Aisha Robinson lost her mom this past year, and as she put in tonight, she's having a rough month and all. So keep people in your prayers and offer a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen to help others out. And remember how precious life is. And remember to tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And you know I love you guys. Peace out. Should I go back in there with Philly for a little bit? Should I go back? Am I mean? Am I really mean? Oh, I can't wait for the Dan Saleo show tomorrow. I can't wait. It's going to be fun to see. And I know we lost. But we didn't lose any ground. It's going to be fun to see what Philly 500 has to say. Yeah. And I got a surprise. Oh, make sure you tune in tomorrow. I got a surprise for all you Eagle fans. Because you don't come back over to the channel anymore. So I'm going to have to go on your turf to say, hello, how are you? Peace out.